Governor Tony Evers attended a celebration at Marshfield Medical Center in Park Falls today to mark the completion of Phase 1 in its partial hospital replacement project.
Our own Jake Force attended that event and has more. Jake.
Yeah, Dan, Jessica, the need for upgrades into medical services in Park Falls and its surrounding areas has been very apparent for a long time. Now, with the new areas of the hospital already caring for patients, Marshfield Clinic brass gathered to commemorate the progress on this project. As you mentioned, Governor Tony Evers also attended the ceremony, and when speaking to reporters, he referenced the amendment questions on today's ballot and how they tie in to projects like this one.
This is a good example of what would not have happened if the vote yes had happened before the pandemic.
A celebration of progress was on full display in Park Falls on Tuesday as Marshfield Health Clinic marked the end of Phase 1 of their revitalization and expansion of the building formerly known as Flambeau Hospital. Governor Tony Evers telling reporters how the project, funded with federal aid from the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021, ties in with the amendment vote on Tuesday's ballot, adding his sentiment that passing the amendments would bog down projects like this one.
If that was in place before this, the legislature would have thought about who would be getting the money. Actually, for me, it was a no-brainer to make sure we invested in northern Wisconsin, and we did. That's why I already voted, and I voted no.
The governor emphasized the long overdue need for healthcare access improvements in the Park Falls area, as well as the burden that will be lifted from patients who need local care.
Well, where are people going to go if we don't? I mean, it's simple as that. Yes, there's less population here, but they're no less important than what it is in Madison. So, yeah, the state has a role, and we are able to do something about it.
Marshfield's interim CEO, Brian Herneman, also offered sentiments on just how much the project will help the residents of Park Falls and surrounding areas.
If you go 360 degrees around Park Falls, there is not another hospital within an hour. So it serves a very rural geography. Having that partnership with the state through the infrastructure grant really makes that possible much sooner than it would have been otherwise.
Evers also dished on the amendment ballot questions and the authority the Constitution granted him to disperse funds quickly during the COVID pandemic while the legislator was out of Madison for 300 days, adding that it's a necessary measure for any governor to take regardless of party affiliation. The governor also responding to the allegations that he used federal money from the rescue plan to fund his own pet projects.
This is a pet project, Park Falls Hospital. Please, we gave money directly to farmers in the state of Wisconsin. We invested in building projects just like this all over the state of Wisconsin. So the idea that somehow it was used incorrectly is just a bunch of baloney.
And while some of the new sections of the hospital are already up and running and treating patients, it will be approximately another year before the renovation and expansion are completely finished, Dan and Jessica.